Just imagine a person is not responsible for his action. He is free to do whatever he wants. He is not accountable for his action. So, what is going to make him honest? What is going to make him morally responsible person? And what is going to stop him from doing any immoral actions, from doing cheating and all? So, here is the answer in the Vedic philosophy. It is karma and rebirth. So, this is not a religious belief. It's a foundation. It's the moral basis of Vedic philosophy. It's a way of knowing the truth. The fundamental principle is very simple. Whatever we do to others, eventually it will return to us. So, because actions they carry consequences across many lifetimes, not only in this life. So, moral responsibility of the action is unavoidable. So, in this way, the karma and rebirth establish the very foundation of the moral order. No, if you have done bad actions, then we have to face its consequences. If not in this life, then in the other lives, in the future lives. There will be suffering. And if you have done any good action, then there will be elevation, there will be favorable circumstances, there will be birth in the good family, there will be spiritual progress. And the one who rejects the idea of karma and rebirth, that means there are some philosophical systems who don't accept karma and rebirth, nor Vedic tradition. Okay, so I mean the one who carries the one life ideology. So if you trace out the origin, any disturbance in the society is because of this only, the one who rejects the karma and rebirth. Because according to them, whatever sin they have done, it will be easily forgiven, and salvation also primarily depends on the uh, forgiveness of the sin. You have to just put your faith and belief, and then every sin, every wrong action, every moral action will be easily forgiven. So this kind of philosophical system, it will justify the immoral actions, it will normalize the immoral actions, and it will promote having a divine privilege and exclusivism. That means my way is the only way, it's the only right way, and if you don't follow it, then you're gone. And on the other hand, if you see the Vedic approach, it is radically different because it is emphasizing more on the moral discipline, which is prerequisite for any kind of spiritual advancement. And moreover, the understanding of karma and rebirth, it shapes our view of truth. Because whatever ideology we have embraced, we have to live by that experience. And like, if one thinks that might is right, then he will find himself in the world where he will be dominated by others. If one thinks that truth doesn't matter, then he will be in the world where he will suffer deception. So this teaching that whatever you do to others will turn to you, it is very necessary for the personal transformation, for the societal transformation, emphasizing that the true spirituality begins with the moral self purification.